Today in this video, we're going to talk about the sacrifices that you have to make sometimes when you're a first-time home buyer. Check it out. Hi, I'm Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. My firm is Southern Living Realty Partners. Hey. I know it's been a minute. I don't think I've done a video since April. It's just been a lot going on. And so I want to talk about something right quick, and then we're going to get caught up on what's been going on and where we're going forward. So first, I want to give a shout out to a customer of mine who, she was one of the first people when I first started doing these videos, I think in 2019. She was one of the first people to reach out to me, and her name is Miss Jasmine. Miss Jasmine, I showed Miss Jasmine a condo in 2019. We were still working on her credit and everything because the biggest thing she had was like student loans and, just old stuff. But Miss Jasmine has continued to watch the channel. She's continued to reach out over 5 years. Earlier this year in 2024, she referred her mother and her stepfather to me. And we got them in a house to the south of Nashville in Shelbyville, Tennessee. And at that time, her parents, specifically her mother, told me, she said, Jasmine getting herself together, and she's gonna be calling you to hook her up this year. She's buying a house this year. Okay, cool. So I got Mr. James and Miss Tasha a house in April of this year. I'm gonna try to put pictures from their closing up there. So I guess it was in probably August that Jasmine herself reached out and was like, hey, I'm ready. For one, she's been working two full-time jobs to get, to be able to buy her house. She had been living to the north of Nashville in Clarksville, and she wanted to stay up in that area. So when it all was said and done, she ended up purchasing a house in Kentucky, right across the Tennessee line there, because the taxes, the property taxes, and the whole tax situation, it worked for her DTI to buy in Kentucky in Oak Grove as opposed to buying in Tennessee. So I tell you all of this to say this: 5 years. She never gave up. She was always working on her credit, increasing her income. That's one thing. I dig it. If you're only making a certain amount of money and houses, if you're only making money right here and houses in your area call for an income up here, you're gonna have to do something else. You may have to get another job. You may need to get a part-time job. You may need to get a full-time job. You may need to do something. But the main thing, I see all these people talking about, yeah, you got to cut back on this, cut back on that. But at the end of the day, if you're not making enough money to be able to buy what you want to buy, it's not going to happen. You can cut back all you want to, but if your income has not increased, it's just not going to happen. 5 years. I'm going to say that one more time. 5 years. A lot of people call me and, you just decided 2 weeks ago you're going to buy a house, and you talk to the mortgage person and it's not going well. And so now you're all frustrated and you act like the world is coming to an end. No, 5 years. It took her 5 years, but she was determined to get her a house. I don't know how long her parents had been, on that same journey, but they bought a house. She bought a house. She was only around positive people, speaking positive, affirmations over her life, over her ability to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? It was a very, very smooth transaction because she had done her homework. She had went above and beyond. She made it work. It depends. How bad do you want it? Some of y'all claim you want a house or you want to own your own property, whether that be your home, your personal home you live in, or investment property or commercial property or whatever, but you're not willing to put in the work for it. 5 years. I can't reiterate that enough to you. 5 years. If it takes you that long, it takes you that long. But you can't get weary and fall to the wayside. You know, she was determined. And let me say this, Jasmine is a single parent with 2 little boys. It's just her. It is just her. So if you want it, you truly can make it happen. But you're going to have to decide that's what you're going to do, and you're going to do the steps that's necessary to get you to that place where you can buy your own property. Now, one thing I'm going to do, you know, I still have a lot of y'all calling, and one reason why I hadn't done a video in some months beyond, you know, being busy with other stuff is some people are just delusional. And I'm sorry. I just don't, you know, menopause has set in for Rhonda, and Rhonda just don't have the patience like she used to. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. So when people call me and say, well, yeah, I don't have no job, but I want to know how I could buy a house. Okay. Or I've got 3 repos on my credit report where I was trying to do a car rental business, or I've got bad loans from the SBA where I was trying to do this business this month, and then I just didn't do nothing else with it. I owe $50,000 in back child support. Y'all think I'm joking? These are the calls that I get, for real. So how can I do that? How can I buy a house? Well, you know, there's only so much that can be done outside of you. Meaning, it's all up to you. It's all up to you. 5 years. I'm gonna say that one more time. It took her 5 years, but she never gave up. She got it done. So if you do not have a job, don't call talking about how can you buy a house. If you do not know what your credit score is, and I have harped on this and harped on this and harped on this, don't call. Mm-mm. If you don't know what your debt to income is, don't do that. If you listen, and one more thing, don't get excited when you say, I went on the USDA website and I qualify for very low income, and then you say, but I can't find nothing to buy. I don't know how that's supposed to compute. I don't know what we're supposed to do with that. So what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to do a whole series of videos for my first time home buyers. And I'm planning on dropping a video on Wednesdays and Sundays. You know, one on Wednesday, one on Sunday. And we're going to start this Wednesday, and we're going to start from the beginning with your credit score and your credit report. Because if you don't know what's on there, or you want to act like you have, you know, like it doesn't matter, that's where you need to start. Everybody needs to start. If you don't know what your credit score is, if you have not seen your credit report in the past 30 days, then no, you're not nowhere near ready. And you're not nowhere near ready to talk to a mortgage person. Nowhere near ready to talk to a mortgage person. But that's what we're going to do going forward. I'm going to do a series of, it may be new videos. I just may cut up some old videos because the information has not changed. But that's what we're going to be doing going forward. Again, my name is Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a realtor here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. If you're needing a realtor in your area, there are links in the description below, because I can't help everybody. I'm only licensed in Tennessee. For my client Jasmine, I had to coordinate with a business partner who is licensed in Kentucky. I don't carry that Kentucky license anymore. I'm not licensed in Georgia. I'm not licensed nowhere but Tennessee. So if you need help, you need a realtor in your area, there's a link in my in the description where you can be hooked up with a realtor a real estate agent, a real estate professional in your area. There's also the link to my mortgage person, Matt, at South Lake Mortgage. But some of y'all don't even need to call Matt yet. Don't call him. Don't call him if you ain't done your homework. So yeah, we're going to get back on homework. So starting on Wednesday, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because every Wednesday, every Sunday, we're going to be dropping a video, and I'm going to give y'all homework to do so that you can get ready to buy a house in 2025 if that's the way you want to go. Thank you. And as always, have a blessed day.